Hey y'all, APG Jamie here, and I'm happy to be bringing to you hashtag Same 6 Wednesday, round 4, June. We're using my stuff, y'all. What we had? We had a big old background print. Y'all remember I did that background myself and I scanned it and actually remembered to scan it, which I'm really pleased that I remembered because I love that background, y'all. We have a Microfiche automobile parts list thingamajobbers. We have a Tim Holtz little tiny people guy. Got lucky and had 6 of them. Sometimes it can be kind of hard finding 6 of the same thing, just saying. We have a real library card. Okay. I had a girl at my local library saving them for me for a while. And anyway, so we got that. We have a little string of pearls, flat back pearls. I don't know how many's on there. It was just darn near perfect amount for me. Okay. And then we have a metal book cover corner doodler. I had 6 of them. Everybody got one. I might have one more or 2 more. I don't know. Anyway, I only used one because everybody only got one because that was all I could really carry. Because if I could have gave 2, that meant I would have had a lot of them. Anyways, I'm going the easy way, okay? Because you would think I would think about what I'm sending out and, figure out a real clever way to use stuff. But no, my typical MO, modus of operandi, y'all. Anyway, when I was editing the video, I saw that made such a funny little face. Anyway, I'm adding some acrylic paint to both the flat back pearls and the corner piece thingy. And now we're going to add some rust type color of acrylic paint. I believe it's molasses. And it's a very good rusty color, in my opinion, okay? In my opinion. So we're applying that so that some of the green comes through. Not a lot, just some. The journal, I started to record and then I didn't record the whole thing. So if y'all want to see how I did it, let me know in the comments, and I will try to make another one to show you how I did it. So, like I said, easy peasy way for me. Guess what's going to get a pocket? There's no shock in that. No shock at all. Anyway, I had made I have some scrap brown deli paper because I put a sheet of deli paper between the cover and the one signature because it's just one signature, which actually gives me 6 surfaces. But because I didn't want each person's stuff to be visibly seen at the same time as the other page, I put the deli paper between it so that you will just see one, and then you flip the deli paper and then you'll see the next one. Maybe it makes sense and maybe it doesn't make sense as I've said it. I don't know, y'all. Because I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know, because I the first one, y'all. So I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know if we're going to I don't know. I could say I don't know a whole lot of times, couldn't I? It would still be the same thing. I don't know. Anyway, so that will add a visual break between the actual pages because I'm going to do, I plan on doing single page spreads. Excuse me, that's planned, man. So I am using double-sided tape to stick the piece of scrap deli paper to my plastic microfiche thing. And I've got some leftover, it's a hanging file folder. I took the hanging part off and cut that strip off and kept it because it's cool looking, put it on the front and the back cover of the journal, blah, blah, blah. Now I got these little pieces left over, and I thought, well, that'll be cool on there. And then because the only other signature, or the only signature in here is, again, more of the folder, I have more of that little waste stuff. I keeping all my same stick stuff in a basket, okay? That way I can feel free. I feel free to use any of it on anything. And it will add maybe some continuity. It all depends on what I get, because I don't know. Once again, I don't know. Any hootaboodles. It's pretty good glue that was on the folder holding the metal twine thingy on there, that you can hold, bless my heart, that it hangs, the folder hangs on. Hang on. Okay. Maybe I got that out of the way. Anyway, they had really good glue on it. So I had to scrape it off, and I used a little palette knife, and I had to get out a new roll of double-sided tape. Now I thought I'd been using double-sided tape from the Dollar Tree, which is now $1.25 tree plus tax. But anywho, I don't know where this came from. It's double-sided tape though. It said it was permanent, so it should work. And because there's like these little slots in there, I'm putting little pieces in between because I want the slots to be kind of held down, but and I cut it long so that I can trim it up to be exact, perfect size. Yeah. When you're using double-sided tape, burnish, burnish, burnish. Okay, and then the release paper comes off much, much more even easier. And that one I'm just folding up a little bit, because if you save some spot, then you can maybe reposition it. Because once you put it down and you burnish it, it's pretty well down. Of course, this is on plastic, so I don't know. But acetate. I'm not sure what kind of plastic it is. Okay? But it's old if it's microfiche. It was readable in a microfiche machine that we had one of those for a while too. And what it is they would like scan it and miniaturize this, okay? And then they would print it on this plastic stuff or embed it in the plastic. I don't know what they did. And then you'd put that card in there, and then all of a sudden you got a full page view and a little microfiche screen thingy. We had them in the mortgage business too. And interesting machines, y'all. It goes back to the spy era, where they would take pictures and they'd be little teeny tiny pictures, and then they make them bigger. Anyway, that's what it is. So now I'm going to put my guy on here. So I'm putting him about where I think I want him, and I'm going to flip him over, and I'm going to draw a pencil line. Because, sometimes I tend to put glue all over something when I don't really need it all over something. And putting a little pencil line on there helps keep me from putting glue all over something. Just where it needs to be. And I'm using a heavy glue, okay? Because now I feel more comfortable using glue because I've double-sided taped the folder and the paper on there. So I feel like glue will adhere it perfectly fine. It's a plan in my head. There was no plan in my head, y'all. You're seeing the plan as it unfolds, pretty much, pretty lady. So we're getting him on there. And when I flipped him over, that's when I realized that edge was open. And I thought, no. And then I thought, well, put some glue on it. And I'm like, no, I can't hardly get that tip under there. And will it even hold? And will it squish out and maybe see on the front? And I don't want to see it on the front. So I got a piece of clear tape. I would say Scotch, but it's not Scotch brand. Pretty sure about that. It's just clear tape, y'all. I think it'll do the job. As you can see, burnish, burnish, burnish. That means smush it down with a bone folder. It's not a real bone. Anyway, trimming off the extra little bits of tape. And then I'm going to try to smoosh it down a little bit. And I'm like, oh, don't cut the paper. Okay. So anyway, I feel pretty good about it. I mean, it's not like somebody's going to be going in and out, in and out, in and out. Will they? Could happen. I don't know. And then I'm like, what am I doing now? Where's the glue? See on there? Okay, now what are we going to do with our little rivets? Because see, now the flat back pearls look sort of like rivets. You know, those metal doohickeys that hold pieces of metals together by the metal doohickeys. So I thought, well, we're just going to put them on here. Okay, that's what we're doing. So we're going to do that, and we're going to speed up the video some more, even some more, y'all. Now, I also want to mention, because I see lots of videos all the time coming across the YouTubes that says, oh, how to do this fast and how to do that fast and make it quicker and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? I don't necessarily want to make things quicker. I want to make them more enjoyable for me. So, now I know a lot of people have big time constraints, okay? They employed and work outside the home, or they got little children's and grandchildren's they taking care of and other obligations and stuff. Sometimes I can see where you need to do stuff faster and quicker. I mostly don't need to do that. Not at this time. Thank you, Jesus. Anywhoots. That's why mine seemed to take a while, y'all. Just gonna say. So we're putting all them little flat back rivets on there. I'm pretty happy with them. And then in the end, I thought, well, I wish I had one more I could stick under his hand. And then I thought, well, really, I can't, because that would be glued straight up on the plastic, and I don't feel comfortable with that. So it's just as well. Of course, I have more flat back pearls. I could have added one, but no. That wouldn't be fair, would it? Because nobody else got more. Anywho, moving along. Like, I love this background. I kid you people not. It just makes me so happy to see it. That's why I shared that one. I'm like, oh, everybody's got to have one of these. All my 5 fellow artists got to have one. There's 5 other artists doing this same 6 Wednesday, y'all. We all got the same 6 things. And the challenge is to use all 6. But you have to use at least 3. Okay? Okay. So, I'm taking that, and I'm like, oh, I don't even want, I have more. I can print this, y'all. I scanned it. I can print it anytime I want to. Well, if I got ink, I can print it. Anyway, or on paper. It's on cardstock. Anywho, I thought, well, I love it. So we're going to turn it into a little notebook folio thingamajigger. Yeah, something like that. And I thought, well, let's use some of our scrap brown deli paper. And then I was like, oh, none of it's big enough. Well, fortunately for me, I have more of it. Again, with the throat, y'all, it's all this chit-chatting y'all doing. Anyway, so I got out a few more pieces of that and cut it down to size. I probably only needed 2 pieces, and I don't know how many I cut. 1,000 of them. No, it wasn't 1,000. I don't have 1,000. Anyway, cut them down to size, and we're going to staple bind them, okay? First, I'm going to trim them up just a wee bit more, because I'm like, just a wee bit more, y'all. And we're going to staple bind it, okay? It's a staple bound folio. You staple from the outside in so that your little twines will be on the inside, where they'll be more protected and won't necessarily scratch or poke you. Not necessarily, okay? So I'm just using paper clips to hold it there, and I'm going to line up my stapler, and I'm going to show you in a minute. I got a mark on each side of my stapler that I put myself with the magic marker. Y'all know what they are. See, that's where the little staple comes out. That's important to know, and line up on both sides so that it will come pretty much almost every time right in the center where you want it. Almost every time. And then you smoosh down them staples on the inside just to make sure they're all nice and smooshed down, because you don't want to scratch yourself or anybody else. Okay? Will it fit? I thought, oh, I better check to make sure it's going to fit. It fit. And then, like I said, went so easy on this, y'all. It's like almost a no-brainer for me. I'm like, well, we're just going to take the library card, and we're not doing anything to the library card except inking around the edge. And we're going to add a floofle in one corner. Okay, and that's where the corner, metal corner thingy is going to go. Now, in my head, it was going to work. No problemo. And then it was, well, it's not going to quite work the way you thought. And then I realized, well, I don't want the number 2 at the top. I want the number 1 at the top, because there's a number 1 and a number 2 on the opposite side, on the bottom and the top and the bottom and the back side. And I wanted the oldest date, which was 2014 on this particular card, to be on front. Why did I want that? I have no idea. But I did. So that's what I was trying to do. And I thought, well, we're going to ink it. So we got to add some garden patina, because it's my favorite and it's really pretty, you know, turquoise. And now we're going around it with the black ink, because that just makes it pop. Y'all, I'm like, okay, is that the corner I want? And okay, so I'm putting a little glue on the back, and I've got my floofy there, and I'm laying it out. That is embroidery floss, y'all. Now I'm putting more glue on there and glue on the front, guy, because I want it to mostly stick. Now, these are made for book covers, typically cover boards, so it's kind of a thicker thing. And a library card is not thick, it's thin. So I'm going to have to smash and smash and smash it. So I got my little floofies worked around over there in the corner. Worked pretty good. Took, you know, it looks like I just got it on there no brainer. But no, it took me a couple minutes. Like the journal I made, it was just like, oh, y'all. I double-crossed myself on that. Anyway, I think I got it figured out pretty good, though. So I'm smashy, and I'm like, yeah, baby, I like that. Flooful. Now it's time to glue our pocket inside there. Okay, now that's a double layer of the hanging file folder, because I thought, well, I'm going to put that on the inside. So it's a double layer. Anywho, so now we got to glue it on. I'm like, I want to use my heavy Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. My #1 favorite. So I'm putting it on there, and I'm going to smear it out a little bit and make it a skinny-ish, kind of line-ish kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. We're going to smoosh it down. I know I'm a little off screen now, and I had put pencil lines earlier. I don't know if y'all saw it. I don't know that I filmed that part. Anyway, so now we're going to wait on it. Get it? Wait on it. Y'all. Here we go. There's our pocket. There are little rivets. It's hard to see on my little editing screen, but you'll see in a photo montage. So here's our notebook, and I put my little printout thing from the Tanya McGuire. Okay, who is coming up next? And where's the third Wednesday of each month, 5 p.m. Central Time, y'all. Photo montage. So, there it is. I like it. It's silly. It was simple. It was easy. It was a no-brainer. Took me a while. Follow the links in the description box or description. I don't know if it's a box anymore. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.